subscriptions being updated because of AI features being added. All of that is happening, and it is breaking everybody's focus. So all of our employees are now looking at the newest, latest thing that's being advertised and asking questions about, can we use this for this, et cetera. And we already had a problem of just connecting what we had and trying to create that single source of truth. But every day, new software inventions make that problem harder and harder.
Yeah, you just brought up the term. I wanted to go back to it because you had mentioned it earlier and how difficult it actually is with this digital sprawl that you're talking about that everybody's dealing with.
Yeah.
And like features here, web interfaces for all these different, whiteboarding apps. There's so many things out there where information can be stored that is not in your in-house on-premises server.
Right.
And I thought it was interesting that you alluded to, okay, there's certain things that I want to directly connect so that that information shows up in the exact spot I want it to on the internet. But then there's also things I want to link out to. And so when you think about a single source of truth, the reason I just bring this up is like, this is it's a huge topic. Single source of truth used to mean something different than it does today. And so
Yes.
even that is an evolution, right? And so I'm just curious, like, what's your internal process to kind of vet that? And maybe it's completely a work in progress all the time. I don't know. But as we're seeing this kind of asymptotic curve of fire hose, right? Things coming at us. How are you dealing with that? Because you're also overseeing IT, and you are getting those terms of service upgrade notices and the costs and all those things. You're seeing all that.
It is my biggest challenge, I would say. And as far as a process, I think that is an evolving thing. It is, I don't have a clear answer for what that process is. I think it's something that we're trying to define. Chris and I have talked many times over the years about how knowledge management has to fit into the culture that you're working in. And you need to meet people where they're at. And the culture at Snøhetta has always been, it's not super top down. And so there's a lot of expectation of some amount of individual autonomy working within the collective. And so we want to be collaborative and connected, but also we want to leave room for people to individually experiment. So we haven't had the most locked down, rigorous system historically as far as bringing on new tools, vetting them, disseminating them. It's often more ground up than top down. And I don't want to ruin the spirit that brings to the studio. But at the same time, the IT landscape has changed so dramatically. There's so many more security issues and privacy issues that we're facing with all the new software advancements, I suppose, today. So we are currently wrestling with what is the best approach to preserve that sense of experimentation and individual empowerment, along with the importance of the group collective and the integrity of that.